10 of the worst breakfast foods to start your day. Number 1. Bagel with cream cheese. If you're getting your bagel and cream cheese on the go, you're probably not getting a calorie-conscious, whole grain bagel with reduced fat cream cheese. Whole grain is made up of all the essential parts of the entire and original buckwheat, spelt, kamut, bulgur, barley, millet, corn, oat, amaranth, grain, or rye grain. This means it hasn't been cracked, crushed, rolled, or extruded. However, if like many, you crave a toasted bagel in the morning, you can easily cut the calories in half by toasting and smearing your own whole grain bagel at home. Or better yet, skip the high caloric and fatty cream cheese and use low-fat cottage cheese or natural nut butter instead. Raw nut butters like almond, peanut, macadamia, and soy butter are all tasty and melt nicely onto a bagel. Number 2. Supermarket boxed cereals. Fruit Loops, Cocoa Puffs, Honey Nut Cheerios. You're familiar with the store-bought cereals that are meant to appeal to the sweet teeth of big and little kids as they wander the grocery aisles. Most of these processed cereals are jam-packed with sugar and will only lead to an energy crash sometime after 10:30 a.m. Plus, the recommended serving size of 1/4 cup will never satiate your appetite. You're bound to consume double or triple the amount of empty calories and sugar in your bowl. A cereal is considered healthy when it's made up of good nutrition including a high source of fiber and protein, packed with essential vitamins and minerals, and low in refined sugars, sodium, and trans fats. Look for a cereal that's high in whole grains, i.e., oats, barley, spelt, kamut, and quinoa, as well as heart-healthy fats, i.e., raw nuts and seeds, and natural sugars, i.e., raw honey or real maple syrup, as a healthy way start to your day. Number 3. Breakfast smoothie. Do you ever wonder why breakfast smoothies are so sweet? Well, because they are full of refined sugar, that's why. Most store-bought varieties contain full-fat milk, or worse, cream or, gasp, ice cream, so it's really more of a dessert shake than a breakfast beverage. Instead of buying your smoothie at the local cafe, blend a healthy version up at home using Greek yogurt, unsweetened almond or skim milk, and fresh or frozen fruit. I like to use my smoothie as a great and sneaky way to also add greens to my morning meal. I always throw a handful of mixed greens, i.e., like baby spinach or pea sprouts, into my blender along with my fruit and almond milk in order to ensure an added source of natural vitamins and nutrients. It's like an added health boost in the morning. Number 4. Donuts. Regardless of if your favorite breakfast donut is jam-filled, sugar-coated, or honey-glazed, they are full of fat and sugar, and will hardly satisfy anything but your morning sweet tooth, and an eventual trip to the dentist. Especially considering an average old cake donut contains about 6 grams of fat and 250 calories. While the average apple fritter or cream-filled goodie contains at least 9 grams of fat and over 300 calories, and one is hardly enough to get you through until lunch. Do yourself and your waistline a favor and opt for a whole wheat bagel that you toast at home. Luckily, you can still satisfy a sweet tooth with a toasted bagel, pita, or English muffin depending how you spread it. When I'm craving something sweet and creamy, I opt for raw almond butter and sliced banana as my topper. I've also used sliced and baked apples with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a touch of maple syrup. Organic apple butter is also naturally sweet with no additives or refined sweeteners. Number 5. Breakfast scones. Breakfast scones are all goodness and love, particularly if grandma makes them, right? Wrong. These sugar and butter-filled breakfast landmines might be harmless looking, but they are all fat, empty calories, and sugar with absolutely no fiber or quality protein. No, not even if you eat yours with clotted cream. Luckily, you don't have to totally forgo your breakfast baked good. You can make your own scones at home using quick cooking oatmeal or quinoa flour, both whole grain options. Or if you prefer store-bought, opt for whole grain English muffins or crumpets and smear a little fresh fruit preserve, made with no artificial sweeteners, or raw almond butter onto your morning toastie. Number 6. Store-bought granola. Sure, it looks like a health mixture of honey, brown sugar, oats, and dried fruit, but think again. Most store-bought boxes of granola contain up to 10 grams of fat and 400 calories per serving, which outweighs a glazed donut. Many boxed granolas contain a whole whack of hidden sugar, unless you're reading labels and consciously buying an organic or natural variety made with simple sugars, or making your own at home. Otherwise, you're basically eating dessert for breakfast. The good news is that DIY granola is typically a lot healthier and a lot cheaper on the wallet. Mix your own by combining whole grain oats, raw nuts, organic dried fruit and seeds, dried spices, i.e., cinnamon and nutmeg, and a touch of natural sweetness, i.e., real maple syrup or raw honey. I like to make my own for the week and then bring a large container to work so breakfast is waiting for me at my desk when I arrive each morning. Number 7. Pancakes and sausage. The emerging Waffle House or Pancake House trend across the US is filling us full of empty carbs, sugar, and fat, particularly when you consider what's in those processed breakfast sausages. Prepared griddle style and swimming in corn syrup, not real maple syrup, the average pancake and sausage breakfast weighs in at 800 empty calories. Luckily, homemade pancakes can be quick to make and lighter on the waistline. Mix up a pancake batter made with whole grain, multigrain, or quinoa flour, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla soy milk or almond milk, chopped nuts, applesauce, and an egg. Add some natural sweetness by adding sliced banana, golden raisins, maple syrup, and honey. Number 8. Takeaway breakfast sandwich. Sure, it has the makings of a balanced breakfast with egg, meat, cheese, and toast, but when you really break down that breakfast sandwich or croissant, you're getting a greasy fried egg, processed ham, or bacon, full-fat cheese, butter, and a biscuit with a bunch of super fast-burning carbohydrates, which means that you'll be hungry in a few hours, and no fiber whatsoever. Instead of opting for the drive-through quick breakfast sandwich, do your health a favor by making your own, healthier version at home. I start with a few slices of dark rye or oat bread, top with a poached egg or a sliced hard-boiled egg, top with fresh avocado, tomato slices, and lean deli turkey, no need for butter. Number 9. Breakfast burrito. Microwavable, munch while you drive, appropriate breakfast burritos sure do seem convenient. However, most contain an entire day's worth of saturated fat. Look at all of that cheese, sour cream, and ground sausage or beef, regardless of the fact that you need more than one to satisfy your breakfast hunger. Did you really think there was any nutritional value to that massive tortilla stuffed with half a processed pig, full-fat processed cheese, fatty egg substitute, and, yuck, hash browns? However, making your own at home can save you money on drive-through junk and junk in your trunk. Roll lean turkey slices, scrambled or sliced hard-boiled egg, mashed avocado, homemade salsa, low-fat cheese, and a dollop of plain Greek yogurt into a whole grain tortilla. Toast in your toaster oven for a few minutes until the contents melt, wrap in a napkin, and enjoy while you walk to work. Number 10. Café Jumbo Muffin. I say jumbo muffin because I'm referring to the fact that most store-bought muffins contain enough fat and calories to make up the size of 3 muffins. More cupcake than breakfast pastry, your average banana walnut, carrot, or blueberry muffins is nothing more than a glorified snack cake, jam-packed with trans fat oils, loads of refined sugars, sodium, and fruit filling that is more pie filling than real berries, bananas, or apples. However, healthier muffins bake up in a jiffy. Make a batch and wrap them individually in cellophane to take to work all week long. Just make sure you're using whole grain flours, i.e., oat, quinoa, spelt, as well as natural sugars, i.e., applesauce, apple butter, honey, and real maple syrup, and heart-healthy fats, i.e., mashed banana, avocado, and whole eggs, in your homemade muffin recipes. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.